Okay. Mario. And then second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Our student, board member is, playing soccer. 7:08. Action to determine closed sessions, nothing was determined at that point. Procedural issues according to this meeting is being made and shall be kept for 30 days as a public record. Pledge of allegiance, please stand. Dan, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. I'm here, Sunny's here, Justin's here, Adrian's here, Mario's here. Aaliyah is out hopefully winning a soccer game. Approve agenda? Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
So partway down, I had a gentleman who had declined the position before he got started, and that's Joshua Oliveris.
Joshua,
Oliveris. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's number 5.
Oh, good. 1 to 1, huh?
Yeah.
number 5. Oh, okay. So, move. Okay.
Correction?
I think Robert has one.
Yeah, I have a correction as well. Consent item C, approve all set fire security incorporated district-wide fire alarm testing, instead of $415,560, it should be $41,560.
Good job.
What, you're trying to spend a lot more money than we got?
A lot.
Which one was that again?
That was,
Item C.
Item C,
keep going.
41,
41,560.
okay.
Extra
So
5 in there.
basically, it's 41,560. Okay. Okay, I get approval of agenda with changes?
I move to approve with the changes.
Second. No, thank you.
Okay,
Miss Mending, second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. And our student is absent. Reports and communications. A is what is being postponed. RTA report. CSEA report.
Good evening, everybody. As you can see, we got a lot of, new hires coming on. We're looking forward to that, getting them kind of onboarded and trained, and hopefully we get some really good quality candidates that stick with the district for quite some time. So really another big shout out to the HR department and everything that they've been doing, getting a lot of those positions filled. Classified, we are essential. We're really important cog in the wheel of education, and getting these people in those positions is going to really help smooth things along. So looking forward to meeting all those people tomorrow and Friday. We'll have our new employee orientation, and so we get to see all these new faces. I think quite a bit of them are subs going into those spots. So if you're out there listening and you want to start working in Southern Kern, we definitely need substitutes. So come on in. But yeah, thank you all for being here tonight, and yeah, everything's going pretty well.
As you said, Leah is not here. Does she have, send anything? Nobody received? Okay. CBO report, Mr. Irvin?
All right, we opened negotiations with our TA last week. I think for first session it went fairly well, so hopefully the next session is the last one, so we can get things wrapped up as quickly as possible. Had a meeting this morning with construction over at the high school about the lockdown project. It's coming along. The overexing and utility work is underway. The rain from last weekend has slowed things down a bit. There's water on top of things, but we're still on schedule to have buildings on site in the next month or so. So just now a matter of coordinating between weather and everything else to make sure that when a crane's there, it's not on top of a soggy mud pile, because apparently it's not good for cranes. Work continues at West Park, a little bit slower due to the rain, but they do have their buildings there, so ANS has been on site, working on the interiors. It's been, what else is going on? Still working with the community schools to get the one site trip organized, and working with the school sites on the various cable trips and getting things approved on that. That is it for me.
Thank you, sir. Assistant Superintendent Instruction and Curriculum, Dr. Mendez.
Good evening, everyone. Joins us in person and also online. Have an update in regards to Dr. Fisher. He was able to visit Roseman Elementary School yesterday and West Park Elementary School today. And he focused on sharing highlights from his previous visits. So what he did, he has been visiting classrooms. He's gone to all school sites, to different classrooms, and he notices patterns and trends. And then what he does is he'll share out the feedback with teachers. He'll also get their feedback as well. And he highlighted a lot of highlights in terms of what he's been seeing, like evidence of when he's doing his visits and so forth. Highlights like evidence of learning, success criteria, those type of things connected to teacher clarity. And he also notices things that are already happening. We just continue to expand in particular areas, but he's very happy with what he's seen in his visits. The sessions have gone well with they're kind of like a meeting with grade level teams on a rotation basis. So for example, I'll meet with the kinder team, grade level team, then first grade, the second. Not in that particular order per se, but with all grade level teams to meet, and then debrief and share some highlights. And then be back again on March 3rd and March 4th. And he'll be coming back again. And we did spend a little bit of time at LTED today as well, but primarily was RES and West Park. We continue with LPAC testing that's been going on and in progress. And then we had our pilot elementary math schools adoption pilot launch 2 yesterday. So that was at the Roseman High new cafeteria. We had the lunch there. Thank you to our teachers that are piloting and that attended the pilot launch. And also thank you our board member Sunny Pepper for joining us as well during the lunch. We're able to see a lot of information in terms of what is offered. Teachers received the materials in terms of student books. Their teachers' editions, they had those, they were distributed at the training. So teachers had an opportunity to go through the teacher's edition, ask questions, and then go through the digital access component as well. Manipulatives, those were received. They're going to be inventoried and those will be shipped out to the sites. So we do have them here that we received today at the district office. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Assistant Superintendent, Special Education, Pupil Personnel, Ms. Taylor?
Hello, everyone. In our department, I'm happy to say we had a department meeting last week with all of our special ed teachers. It was great to see them all together in a big group. We were able to acknowledge some people who were really excelling in some areas and some people who are just going above and beyond in all areas, helping a lot of the new teachers out this year. And share some of the new requirements as well. In addition, we received an email today. I'm probably the only person that's going, yay for audits, but we had another Medi-Cal CRCS audit report done for the years 24-25 school year, and we have an underpayment of $404,265 that they will be paying us off in the next 12 months. Yay, audits for us. But anyway, like I said, probably not a lot of people say that, but it's good for us. And that's it for me right now.
Thank you. Associate Superintendent, Human Resources, Mrs. Martins.
Good evening, everyone. We are keeping busy. And as you can tell from the board agenda, we have a lot of people that are set to start, so we've been able to fill a lot of our vacant positions. So that's kind of been exciting. And Becky's been very, very busy today, taking pictures and getting badges ready. So hopefully everybody will be set to go tomorrow. Then they'll be at their new employee orientation, as Gary mentioned. And I just wanted to say thank you to Gary because there were so many people on this list, and he went through and he split them in half so that no site will be impacted, because the orientations from 8 to 9:30. And it's important for them to get together and, find out who their association is. And so they're split between Thursday and Friday, so thank you for doing that for us. That was a huge help. We're gonna have some more classified testing on Friday because we still do have a few more spots to fill. We have the custodians, paraeducators, even though we have a ton on here. We had somebody decline a position and we do have a couple more to fill. We have some habit tutors and some intervention tutors. We have on our agenda tonight the 26-27 calendar. I just want to say thank you to everybody that served on the committee. It was short. Everybody kind of came to a consensus. So we just had a couple of meetings, and then in a couple of weeks we'll get back together and we'll talk about a 27-28 calendar. And so on our certificating side, we're finishing up all of those probationary evals are due. And we'll be posting some 26-27 positions soon. Doesn't look like we're gonna really have a whole lot of positions open this year, so that's a good thing. And that's it for me.
Thank you. Superintendent's report, Mrs. Gaines.
Okay, good evening to everyone here. Thank you for being here. And good evening to all of those joining us from home. A few things. First, I want to start by saying that in the latter part of June, we will have the Avid Summer Institute, and I believe it's, I want to say June 29, 30, and maybe July 1st. And Dr. Tulliver has reached out to those, especially the new teachers. We want to make sure that first and foremost, we're taking the new teachers who have never been to Avid Summer Institute before. And let's make sure that we can accommodate them first and foremost. But we also want to remind our Avid elective teachers at Tropico, at Roseman High, they are high on that priority list because they're teaching Avid elective all day long. So, and we welcome any of our administrators who've never been. First and foremost, we want to get them to Avid Summer Institute. It's a pretty intense training, and we also have an opportunity on a couple of the afternoons to do team time with the entire Avid team representing our district. And I have seen as many as 60 people, 60 to 61 people in that team time. So it becomes very powerful. So let's give a couple more days for all of our new people who have never been. or not necessarily new to the district, but new to Avid and who want to start using Avid strategies in those classrooms. The Wicker strategies are phenomenal. Let's give them the opportunity first and foremost, and then after that, we will open it up. I will have Dr. Tolliver open it up for any other teachers who may have been there once or twice before, because there are multiple choices in classes. Probably the only person having a hard time finding classes yours truly here, but I'm gonna look. I am gonna look. I think it's like I don't know what year. It's I don't want to date myself, but I've been there many, many years. But I wanted to just give that information out to everyone. And negotiations, thank you, Gary. Ed's not here, but thanks to RTA as well, Kim. I think the first day of negotiating with both of our associations went really well. The food was good, loved the food. So we will head back. I think I have you guys back to back in almost mid-March. So hopefully we'll be able to make some substantial headway and wrap this up. But always a pleasure. Tomorrow, Cabinet visits RES. We're looking forward to it, and just seeing all the kiddos there in the classrooms. And I wanted to just say to Dr. Mendez, a lot of good feedback, Dr. Mendez, on the second math pilot yesterday. I think the cafeteria versus being in here a little crowded was a great place to move it to for the second pilot. And yes, going to be very interesting to see after the second, then the third pilot, you know, when they really start digging in the weeds, which one that they like and want the district, the board to purchase as we move forward. So
The teachers are very happy with the space, and you know, I mean, they liked it here, but they said with all the materials and everything, it's
yeah,
a little bit better in the
it is
other location.
substantially
Yes.
better, yes, for sure. And I think that's pretty much it for me, other than giving out the attendance awards. Okay, do that. Okay, let's see. Best elementary. Let me see, where's that? Is this elementary? Okay. Best attendance elementary. Although I have to say this school went down as 0.09%, a little bit, but they're still at 93.57%. Westbrook Elementary. All right. Best secondary attendance. Now this one, let's see. With an increase of 1.14%. They are now at 92.86%. What'd you do, Suresh? Bribe the kids? Come on up. I always tease Suresh. You're back, Suresh. Do not bury it. We need it next month. Okay. And for most improved, the biggest improvement of all 6 schools, the largest improvement in the month of January, with a 2.56% improvement.
Wow.
Come on up, Mr. Adams. You're getting close.
Keep on their heels. You gotta do like she does. I can see emails from her all the time on attendance. You need to get them out there.
And stuff to bug them.
Board member communications, Adrian.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I don't have too much, but I would like to echo what you said about the new classified hires. They do play a very vital role in keeping the district moving along, so I hope that they're excited about joining their new sites. And something else. I made a note somewhere else. I'll have to just shout that out once I remember, but I hope the girls are doing well during their soccer game today, right?
Actually, this is good. We won the attendance, but we lost the game.
Oh,
well.
no.
Yeah, 3-0.
Oh, well, not too bad. They still made it, so that's great. Yeah, definitely. That's it for me.
So,
Yes.
Mario,
Thank you, everybody who's online and in person, for coming and, stay out of cold. It's too cold out there. That's it.
that's
That's
it. Justin,
I attended the Words Assembly in the high school last week. I was really impressed with the turnout with all the students and the parents. Staff had to grab more chairs, filled the bleachers up, but the gym over there, it was really impressed. Other than that, some of us don't have a choice but just be in the cold and work. Thank you, Mario. That's all I got.
Sunny,
Ooh, okay, so, thank you guys for being here. I have a lot, I've got a lot. I did go to the curriculum meeting yesterday and I did like the space. And, just talking to the teachers using the iReady one, they seem to be a little more excited about the capabilities that it had. I like that we're already using iReady, of course, for certain things, and all that information just kind of fed into the system, so they're able to see where their kids are and what they need. So I did see a lot more excitement about it and lots of feedback. So yes, we'll go to the third pilot and we'll see what they gotta say.
You never know.
I never know. It's up to the teachers, right? But
Up to the teachers.
right, but yeah, but I did like that setting better. It was lots more space and all the materials were out and everybody was engaged and everything. So that was really good. So thank you, Dr. Mendez. I was at West Park last week, working the book fair, and I just love seeing the kids. Like, see them grow and they remember you. And then now my kids playing basketball, so I'm like, oh, I see these kids on the basketball court over here. Like, I usually see them for soccer and basketball, and I just like engaging with the kids and being weird when I'm giving them money and making them count and stuff and all the things. I know it's wet outside, but this is the perfect time to dig holes. If you guys want to plant some trees or anything, it's the perfect time, soft ground, plant some seeds. Okay, last thing. I think we really need to, like school district wide, really need to educate our parents as to phone etiquette for their kids and the dangers of the phones and how to monitor their kids on their phones and what to do or not to do, because I feel like some just give their kid a phone and like, good luck, and then all hell breaks loose. So I think we should look into some type of education or etiquette, how these kids, if they have phones, how they should be using them and what to watch out for. Other than that, Bob.
you're done. Welcome everybody who's online as well. Mr. B, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make this, so I'm gonna give this back to you.
I want you to keep it.
I wish I could, but I'm gonna be in Japan. Go visit my son. My granddaughter's getting ready to graduate. from high school. I bought, like I always do every year, I buy a ticket for grad night for a student. And I was really shocked at the price of the grad night tickets. I don't know if you knew what they were, Mr. Bassett. $185. That's a lot of money for a ticket. But I did buy the ticket, so it's going to be given to a deserving student. I was talking with Cheryl the other day, and we are thinking about seeing if we can go and get some of the local businesses not to pony up into a fund to help defray the cost for the kids who can't afford. So we just kind of batted it around a little bit while I was waiting for my meeting yesterday, but it's an idea that we may want to start looking at, because those prices I know are going to keep going up.
That was for Universal and Disney, right?
No, where's grad night? Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Disney.
I don't think that.
No.
Usually if it's a group, a large group.
Yep, for the large group.
I thought it was both for
Mm-mm.
price. Okay.
I think they have two different. So I just wanted to kind of mention that. We're talking a little bit about, what's the program we were talking about? The active shooter. Alice. We're talking about the Alice training. I'm kind of looking forward to that again when we bring it back. But I just want to remind Casey, I still have a video of her beating up on Mr. Adams. I still have it. If you ever need it, Mr. Adams, you let me know. But it was a lot, but you know what, it was very educational, very so forth, but this year, when we go, I will be able to participate. I couldn't the last time. But I learned a lot from it, and I learned about a shooter but I saw it, nobody else did. Somebody hit a gun. And after everybody all came out, and it was it's all clear and all this and that. No, it wasn't. She filled out the gun and started shooting. So it's a reminder to everybody when you're there, don't get complacent because they say it's all done. And so it's a lot of lessons. And I participated in a lot of those drills, like out at the base. And I also saw the videos on it because we videotaped every drill that they go look at, and it allows the folks to look for scenarios. So I was always observing, looking for scenarios. But it's a lesson learned there. Everybody needs to watch what's going on. Even if you can't participate, you need to look at it and learn. There's lessons to be learned. Other than that, I will defer over to the next item. Comments from the public.
One second.
Yes.
Suresh, do you know what time the game's gonna be tomorrow night?
Probably 7 o'clock.
By 7?
Yeah, I'll go.
It's usually 6, but
So I'm looking up the grad night tickets for Disneyland 2026. And it shows there's 3 options. Ticket option 1 is $129 to $134. Option
like
number
all-
2 is $159 to $179. So it's just like, I guess, dependent on the type of
Right.
right,
purpose.
it is, but it's what the bookstore has that for. And that's where I called to get it.
So does that include like?
That one includes meal ticket.
I don't know. That's one of the questions I was going to ask you. I talked to you about that. The reason why. I'm going to ask that question.
Has she price tag?
I'm sure probably must have some food there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might include the food in that, but I'm going to find out. And I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Sure. Just go ahead and continue. They can tell me when you get back.
Sure.
Cheryl's asking us.
Yes.
2 quick things. Some of our service providers went to a human trafficking training last week, and they came back with a lot of materials. So we were gonna go through those materials and see if we can put together some trainings, just to, because of your comment about be careful of what they're doing on their phones and stuff. Some information about that is in it as well. So I just wanted to address that we are looking at putting together, going through the materials and putting together some trainings that we could do for staff and parents.
Okay.
And then, Mr. V, is it possible that we can find out how many kids can't afford tickets, so we know, have kind of a goal that we're working towards?
Usually I find out ahead of time.
Or maybe
Yeah,
just the
we try to help
interest.
Okay,
We do make some exceptions depending on the circumstances.
because if there's ways that we can get donations to help them, I'm happy to do that, but I just need kind of a goal of what my goal is.
And Cheryl, I just want to respond to your thing. I'm very excited to hear. I mentioned that to Kern County Sheriffs, and they have asked me to perhaps have these providers who were trained do a specific type of informational night for all of our parents at our different sites. So I would like to meet with you and those providers before we pursue this, because I committed to them already.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Should we move on?
Yeah.
All right, comments from the vote?
None.
None, I'll dispense with reading.
We can call subcommittee meeting.
Oh, yes, subcommittees, yes, we do. Mario, subcommittee?
All the building that we're doing is going on schedule so far. There's not a whole lot that I can give you that isn't already in the process.
And I had a IT subcommittee meeting yesterday with Dan and Sean Rod, very informative, and with the vendor from Visalia. Very good constructive information for us. We will be getting a proposal, this is for the boardroom and so forth, but we have a better understanding of the equipment, why the equipment and so forth. And it also will not interfere with the configuration for board minutes, for training, anything. It'll all be covered by this particular facility. And it was very good at that. So we're gonna wait for the proposal to come in. We found out why we needed certain things. The only concern that I have is that their mics will be in the ceiling, but unfortunately, we're trying to figure out how so we can do sidebars. That's gonna be the only problem. It will pick up everything in the room. And I think Leanne, you were with me that one time, we got a demo of that.
Yes.
We were standing at that door, and Sean Riley was telling us, will you guys be quiet? I can't. And he was down in his office down there, so they think they can fix it. So we're gonna wait and see what we got on that. Other than that, that's all I have. Okay? All right, consent items. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve with the correction.
Second.
Second by Wright. Do we have any further discussion? Okay, call for a vote. All in favor? Aye. Do we have any noes? Hearing none? Motion passes 5-0. General, second reading, review and approval of the July 2024 board policies. Mrs. Gates, action.
Yes, sir. These are back for you to take action on this evening. Pretty much the little cheat sheet provided is sort of self-explanatory. The option 1 on AR 1332.3 is that what this is? 1312.3. Very fine print, very small print. The reason we are option 1 is because we do not permit appealing to the Board of Trustees. Once the decision is made, the decision is made.
I move to approve.
Move to approve by Hepburn,
Second.
second by Wright. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes. Do we have any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Okay. Second reading, review and approval of board policy and administrative regulations 1445, response to immigration enforcement. Mrs. Gaines, did I miss one? Oh, B.
You missed 8.
Second, okay. It's always the
Okay,
same.
okay.
Okay, let's just still up to her. Second reading, review and approve of board policy, January 2026.
Yes, and there's a couple of the policies built into this that we're going to delete and a couple that we're going to approve at a later time. So primarily, we're looking at, we're not looking at board policy 1445 or AR 1445. And we're not looking at board policy 5145.13 or AR 5145.13 because those you're going to address in a minute. Everything else, I would like you to take action and approve. Again, sort of self-explanatory. Option 1 is that option 1 and option 2. Option 1 says that each one of our sites will develop a comprehensive safety plan, or option 2 is they will not. Each one of our sites does develop their own comprehensive safety plan. That's why that option was selected. So if you would take action on.
I move to approve.
Move to approve by Hepburn,
Second.
second by Wright. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote.
Aye.
Aye. Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes 5-0. C, second reading, review approval board policy administrative regulations 1445, response to immigration enforcement. Mrs. Gaines?
Yes, at this time, I would like you to take action on approving board policy 1445 and administrative reg 1445. These are the new board policies requested for each LEA to put in action, to put in place by March 1st. And these, you have these board policies, and as a school district, we will comply with these board policies. And I'd like you to approve those 2 board policies at this time.
I move to approve.
Second.
Brendan, second?
Yes.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. 5, any noes, nays? Hearing none, motion passes. D, delete board policy administrative regulation 5145.13, response to immigration enforcement. Mrs. Gaines?
Yes, sir. These 5145.13 BP and administrative regs are the old district and state suggested board policies that go back several years. We have been requested to delete these as no longer part of the Southern Kern board policies, as we are now implementing the new response to immigration board policy and administrative regs. So I would like for you to take action to delete these, this board policy and AR.
Have we ever deleted board policies before?
Yes.
Deleted them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Wright,
Second.
second by Arnold. Any further discussion? Call for vote? Aye. 5 ayes, any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Okay, next up. General CSBA Delegate Assembly Election, Subregion 12-B, 2 vacancies. Mrs. Gaines?
Yes, sir. As you can see, board members, we have 4 choices. You have 4 choices in voting for these. We have Robert Campbell from Sierra Sands, Chris Cruz Boone from Bakersfield City School District, Pamela Jacobson from Standard School District, and Maria Luisa Ramos from Arvin Unified School District. I would like to make a suggestion, but you can certainly open it up for anybody else. I would like to see us go Robert Campbell from Sierra Sands and Maria Luisa Ramos from Arvin.
I will agree with you on that because they are districts closer to our size than the other ones.
Second,
Any, okay, Oop, okay, Morrow.
Robert Campbell.
And yes,
Right,
so I will make a motion to take those 2 delegates.
and Wright seconds.
Yes.
Any further discussion? Call for a vote?
Aye.
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 Everybody, any noes?
No, but they're from, their school districts are more like our size, and this Sierra Sands is actually Ridgecrest, which is on our side of the river, on this side instead of in the Central Valley. So that's fine.
I guess I'll assume.
Yeah,
Kind of what I
no,
said.
and that's questions you need to ask.
Yeah, no, this is time to ask questions.
I don't know any of them. Ms. Brenda, do not know any of them, but I selected those 2 because they are the smaller of the 4 districts. And I just thought when they're making decisions at the county, and that they will consider being a smaller district, and that would impact us as well.
Okay, so we have to call for vote again.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
okay, hearing 5 ayes, no noes. Motion passes. Hearing public employee comments on amended sunshine proposal dated February 12th, 2026, to the California School Employees Association. Mrs. Gaines?
Yes, if, board members, if you will look in your packet on page 145, you will see this amended reopener proposal. We have included Article 14, transportation. We have asked CSEA to allow us to include transportation in our proposal. We want to discuss transportation.
Okay, can I get a little bit of a clarification on that? Transportation, basically the bus drivers and the mechanic up there. They're on the regular CSEA, correct? Is this for like their time and stuff like that?
It's for whatever we decide. There are a couple of things that we have noticed throughout the year that sometimes comes up with transportation. For example, I'll mention something. The manner in which the what is the word I'm looking for? The extra duty trips are provided or rotated and how our bus drivers are equitably distributed those trips and what needs to be in place and what role does seniority play versus this. So we felt we need to get this really ironed out so it's clear for us, clear for the transportation department, and there can be no more mix-ups.
Okay, I thought that was all the place.
It's not
It's not.
worked 100%.
Okay. All right, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I just needed a little clarification.
Yes.
Okay, let's open public hearing. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second by Wright.
7:52.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5 ayes, any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Any comments? Comments?
Just what we need, really.
Go ahead.
There we go, that's more, that's for any input?
I just think that there needs to be clear,
Some people think
verbiage.
that it's gray areas and other people think it's already in there, so.
Well, that's what I was thinking, that you already had all that stuff in place, so that's why I was asking.
Technically, it's in there, but some people,
we just wanna make it kind of foul-proof so we don't keep running into the same issues. Things don't keep arising, it's just black and white.
What falls in the gray area?
It really doesn't, but
to some people it does.
What would be a gray area?
Mainly it's the ELOC program, how it's distributed versus how it's, since it's not technically in our contract as ELOC, it'd be going under extra duty work, and people don't agree that it's extra duty work when clearly since it's not in there, it's extra duty work, so.
just have it just more defined, just to try to make things flow a little bit smoother.
More even.
That makes sense since like ELOP is fairly new-ish, so.
Any further discussion? Or is there a motion to close?
I move,
Go into regular session.
yeah, what do you say?
Closing the public hearing.
7:54.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Okay. 2025 City School Dashboard Report. Mr. Wexler, you got a few of them up here, so I'll let you turn it loose on all three of them.
All right, I'll try to make it short and sweet. Do you want to go to the next page? Okay, so we're going to talk about the California School Dashboard. I think that it's an opportune time to talk about it because we're going to talk about the LCAP, and I want to have a clear idea of how we're doing on our metrics before we look at the LCAP mid-year report. So we're going to start off looking at the definitions of the metrics that we're going to be looking at. The first is distance from standard. That's for CASP, ELA, and math. That's standard is for CASP. It's a 4-point scale. It's 1 standard not met, 2 standard nearly met, 3 standard met, and 4 standard exceeded. Distance from standard is the lowest point on standard met. So if standard met is a scale score range of 2,500 to 2,600, the lowest point would be 2,500. Anything below that is a negative distance from standard. Anything above it is a positive distance from standard. And we take all the distances from standard for our students and average them, and that's the district's distance from standard. English learner progress, that's our EL students making progress on their summative LPAC. College and career readiness, there's a number of different ways a student can be college and career ready. Chronic absenteeism. Chronic absenteeism is students who are chronically absent, which is absent 10% of the time or once every 2 weeks. That's the percent of students who are chronically absent. Graduation rate is the percentage of students in a 4-year cohort that graduate. They can also graduate in a 5th year. And what counts against us for graduation rate is dropouts, students who leave school and don't enroll in another school. And then there's suspension rate. That's the percentage of students who are suspended 1 or more times. If a student is suspended 10 times, it counts as 1 student who's been suspended. Next, Alma. With the dashboard, you're looking at colors. It's a 5-point scale. Red is a 1, orange is a 2, 3 is yellow, 4 is green, and 5 is blue, the highest. You're looking at 2 different factors. The first is the performance. So here we're looking at chronic absenteeism. So what you want is low. So very low is 2.5% or less in a calendar year. That gets you to the top level. The worst is a very high 20% or greater, and that's where we fall. then you're looking at improvement. Increased significantly, increased, maintained, declined, or declined significantly. As I said, you want to decline because it's chronic absenteeism. So if you have very low chronic absenteeism and you decline, it'll get you to blue. If you increase, it'll get you to yellow. So you're looking at the two different factors that go into getting a color score. Next, please, Alma. Next, we're going to look at the district's performance on these metrics. We have 3 years of data, so we wanted to show the 3 years of data to look at the data trends. If you see, you can see a picture from 3 years of data. So we wanted to show the 3 years. First is ELA. I want you to notice, Alma, could you click between B and C at the top? Okay. Our ELA is pretty good. We've been yellow for 2 straight years. You can see that we've increased for 2 straight years, a total of like 16 points. So we've improved 2 consecutive years. We're doing good. We're doing well with ELA. For math, it's another story. We've been in red for 2 out of the last 3 years. We've improved about 7.4 points over 3 years. So we do have some improvement 2 years ago, but we're in the red 2 out of the 3 years for math. And we're 101 points below standard, whereas in ELA, we're half of that. We're 54 points below standard. So we've determined that math is the trouble spot for the district. Alma, can we go to D? Okay, English learner progress. We've been in yellow 2 out of the last 3 years. We had kind of an anomaly 2 years ago where we declined 9.8%, but otherwise we've been in yellow and we've increased. So we've added EL teachers at the elementary levels. We think that we're going to be okay with EL. Alma, could you scroll up to the left? College and career. We have 33.1% of our high school seniors are prepared for college and career, an improvement of 1.1%. That puts us in orange. The previous year, we increased by 7%. That put us in yellow. Chronic absenteeism, you'll notice we've declined for 3 straight years. We want to decline for chronic absenteeism. So we've been in yellow. We're down to 24.5%. And we declined 2.1%. So there's a very positive trend with chronic absenteeism, and we believe that the A2A program and the A2A conferences are effective. Alma, could you scroll over, please? Graduation rate. We have an 87% graduation rate. That's a decline of 3.5%. That puts us in orange. The previous year, we were in blue, 90.5%, with an increase of 6.3%. So we're okay in graduation rate. We'll see what happens. We met with Doug Fisher, and we think that we can get some improvement on graduation rate. And then suspension rate, we've seen a significant decline for 2 straight years. We went from 9.2 to 6.2 to 5.7. We're in the yellow, and we have the alternative to suspension program, which we deem to be effective. So bottom line is we've got a weakness in our math program that needs to be addressed. I'll leave it up to you. Do you want me to go through each individual school, or should I leave that out?
That's, I think you could probably leave it out. We pretty much, you've stated. I would like for you to share with the board what is the current suspension rate, because we're looking pretty good for 25, 26.
It's in the low 3%.
Nice.
Okay, so that concludes the dashboard report. Let's do the LCAP mid-year report. Next.
Do you want the clicker?
Sure. HDMI. Okay, what is the LCAP? All school districts are required to have an LCAP. It's part of our LCFF funding requirement. In order to get our LCFF funding, we have to have an LCAP. It's a 3-year educational plan. It focuses on on providing additional support to our high need students, to our unduplicated students, which is our low income or fostering our English learners. It's a 3-year plan. It has our LCAP has 4 goals that we'll look at. Each goal has actions that support the goal and metrics where you measure the goal. Okay, LCFF and Robert, if anybody has any questions on LCFF, I'm going to defer them to Robert. LCFF is how California gives money to public schools. There's a base amount of LCFF funding. We get extra money for our unduplicated students. And the nice thing about LCFF is the school districts get to decide how to spend that money. It's local control. So to make sure the money is used well, we have an LCAP with goals, expenditures, and metrics where we measure how we're doing on our goals and our actions. Here's our goals. Number 1, improve academic achievement for all students. Number 2, develop a healthy school climate that supports the social, emotional, and physical needs of all students. Number 3, engage families and community in productive educational partnerships. And number 4 is the equity multiplier goal for rare earth enabling. And we'll talk about that when we get there. For our metrics, some of our metrics, we don't have data yet. Some of our metrics, we're looking at data from the 2025 dashboard, so we already have that data complete, and some metrics are in progress where we're using local data. And same thing with our expenditures and implementation. Some of our actions have been fully implemented. Most of them are a work in progress, and some of them we haven't really gotten that far with. Okay, so goal number 1, academic achievement. Increase academic achievement for all students. First, we'll start with the metrics. Metric number 1, standards align instructional materials for every student as measured by local data. 100% of our students have access to standards aligned materials. That's the curriculum, both print and digital. School facilities in good repair. That's measured during the Williams visit every year. All facilities are maintained in good repair. Student performance on CASP ELA. We've looked at this. The baseline is the 2023 dashboard. We were 70 points below standard. On the 2025 dashboard, we were 54.8 points below standard, so an increase of about 15 points, or an improvement of about 15 points. In math, as we've talked about, our baseline is 107.8 points below standard. We've improved to 101.5 points below standard, and our goal is to get to 92.8 points below standard. Our percent of pupils who participate and demonstrate college preparedness on EAP. EAP is just showing proficiency on CASP ELA and math for our 11th graders. So if they score a level 3 or a 4, they're deemed proficient. And you can see if we go to the mid-year update, you can see 31.2% of 11th graders scored 3 or a 4 for ELA, and only 8.2% of 11th graders scored level 3 or 4 for math. So that's that same story where we're a lot stronger in ELA than we are in math. Next is a percent of students who are dually enrolled in college classes. For the first semester, including summer school, we had 180 high school students who took at least one college class. That's 18% of the high school students. Okay, next we're going to look at the actions. There's about 60 actions in the LCAP. We're not going to look at all of them. I just took the ones with the largest budget and the ones that I believe are the most impactful. First is professional learning communities. We, as a district, we have a very strong PLC program. We believe that that's very important for improving the quality of education and instruction. We have a $635,000 budget. We spent $510,000 of that budget. We have ongoing training with Solution Tree, and we pay teachers 2 hours a week of supplemental pay for meeting after school for PLCs. Next is supplemental digital curriculum resources. That's the digital curriculum that goes with the print curriculum. So every time we buy print curriculum, we also buy digital curriculum, and this is the budget for that. We have a $253,000 budget. We spent $165,000, and all school sites use digital curriculum especially for their core curriculum. Reading intervention program, we have a $416,000 budget. We spent $71,000. TK through second grade uses Success for All for Tier 1. Interventionists at RES and West Park are using M-Class Intervention for Tier 2. That's a new program, which I've been working with the teachers and the interventionists and talking to them, and they believe that the program is going well and that we have a good future with this program moving forward. Second through fifth grade is using iReady, and we have the Read 180 reading intervention program at the high school and the middle school. Next is our CTE program. We have a $1,384,000 budget. We've spent a little under half of that, but $584,000. We have 14 pathways in place that have concentrated and capstone courses. Next is after school programs. We have a $991,000 budget. We spent $233,000. That includes ELOP, which services elementary school and middle school. It includes ACES, intervention and enrichment. We have a STEAM program, an after-school music program, a Lego program, and we've hired 3 additional instructors at each site, RES, West Park, and TMS. Next is our dual enrollment college classes. We have a $58,000 budget. We spent about half of that at $27,000. We have 180 students took a college class during the first semester, including over the summer. Next is our one-to-one devices, and this includes, so every student in the district has their own device. TK through 1 has iPads. First through third grade has Chromebooks, and grades 4 through 12 have take-home Chromebooks. This action also includes the salary and benefits of the school site information systems technicians. We have an $897,000 budget and $793,000 in expenditures. Next is goal 2, promote a healthy school environment. Okay, chronic absenteeism. You'll see our baseline from 22-23. We had a chronic absenteeism rate of 34%. Now, as of February 1st of 2026, our chronic absenteeism rate is for all students is down to 21%. So we're seeing steady improvement for our chronic absenteeism. High school graduation rate, our baseline is 84%. Our dashboard from last year was about 87%, so we're seeing some improvement in high school graduation. Our suspension rate, our baseline is 9.2%. Last year we're 5.7%. And our baseline is 13.1% of students with disabilities suspended at least once, and we're down to 9% of students with disabilities suspended at least once. And as we've talked about, we have the alternative to suspension program, which we believe is making a very positive impact in our suspension rate. Okay, next the actions. Mental health services, $1,384,000 budget, $758,000 in expenditures. We have 5 psychologists, 4 mental health therapists, and 2 BCBAs. Additional nurses, $478,000 budget, $297,000 in expenditures. We have an LVM on every campus, and we have 1 RN who supports the district. Extracurricular activities, this is just for the middle school and the high school. $456,000 budget, $280,000 in expenditures. We have ongoing extracurricular activities at the middle and upper levels, including music, sports, robotics, mathletes, and a variety of clubs. Next is our biggest ticket item, transportation, $2,308,000 budget. We spent $1,905,000. We bought 2 buses. We've added 1 driver. We're proposing to buy 2 full-size electric buses and 2 small electric buses. Next is assistant principals, $1,390,000 budget, $688,000 in expenditures. The assistant principals support PLCs. They do classroom observations and walkthroughs. They support student discipline, and we've added an additional AP position at RES, which has been filled. We have our elementary PE program. With a $511,000 budget and $297,000 in expenditures, RES and West Park each have a PE teacher and 2 PE paraeducators. Music and band, $231,000 budget, $105,000 in expenditures. Funds purchased new instruments, new music, and a music band teacher at TMS in the high school. New multi-purpose room for the high school was completed last year. We spent $100,000 on it this school year. New locker rooms, $3.5 million budget. We've only spent about $8,000 so far this year. The blueprints and design is done. We'll be south of the new cafeteria. Construction started November of 2025. We expect the project to cost over $3 million. The locker rooms are expected to be turned over to the district in July of this year. Fitness and Performing Arts Center for the high school, $3.8 million budget, $39,000 in expenditures. Once the new locker rooms are constructed, we'll begin construction on the weight room dance studio. Blueprints are almost finished. Goal number 3, engage families and community in effective educational partnerships. Metric. The district seeks parent input in decision-making for district and school sites. The baseline is every school site had at least 8 school site council meetings. This year, we're holding monthly district advisory council meetings. The school sites are holding their monthly school site council meetings. We're holding monthly ELAC and DLAC meetings. And today was the start of our LCAP committee meetings. How the district promotes participation of parents of students with disabilities. Local data, 100% of parents of students with disabilities receive IEP quarterly goal progress reports with each report card, and 100% of parents of exceptional needs students have assigned IEP. Actions, communication with school community, $15,000 budget, $17,000 in expenditures. We use Parent Square as our communication platform. The school site admins, the teachers, and office staff use Parent Square regularly to communicate with families. Family events, $30,000 budget, $22,000 in expenditures. We've held the following events: back to school night, parent conferences, AVID events, music concerts, art shows, family events held through the Parent Center, high school orientation for new freshmen, and senior awards night. And supplies for students and families, $160,000 budget, $159,000 in expenditures. We've purchased school supplies for students at the beginning of the year. We gave the teachers $400 to spend for their classrooms, and the backpacks were provided by the community school grant. Okay, last goal, equity multiplier. So our 2 alternative education schools, Abraham Lincoln and Rare Earth, both qualify as equity multiplier sites. That's based on a non-stability rate of 25% or higher. Non-stability rate simply means that, the opposite of non-stability rate would be stability rate. So a stability rate would be the student started the school year at the school and ended the school year at the school. Non-stability rate would mean they did not spend the whole year at the school. They either transferred in during the school year or transferred out during the school year. And then socioeconomically disadvantaged rate greater than 70%. That's eligible for free lunch, and I believe our socioeconomically disadvantaged rate is about 72% district-wide. So it's also about that for our alternative education program. Here's 2 of our metrics for alternative education. Suspension rate at Rare Earth. The baseline is 15% of Rare Earth students suspended at least once. For the mid-year update, as of January 28th of this year, the suspension rate at Rare Earth is 18.3%. So that's problematic. Abraham Lincoln performance on CASP ELA, the baseline is 139.2 points below standard. For last year's CASP scores, they improved a little bit. They're down to 132.8 points below standard. And then here are the 2 actions for our equity multiplier goal for alternative education. We have a mental health therapist with a budget of $150,000. We've spent $80,000. The mental health therapist is available for students at alternative education and provides counseling as a required support. Tutoring, we have a $65,000 budget. We've spent $9,800. And the tutor is a 6-hour employee based at Abe Lincoln Independent Study. Okay, in closing, we're proud of the following successes for the district. We improved in CASP scores for ELA. We're 54.8 points below standard. We improved 3.9 points. We're in the yellow range. We improved English learner progress. 37.7% of our EL students made progress. We increased 3.6%. We're in the yellow range. We improved our suspension rate. 5.7% of our students were suspended at least one day, which was an improvement of 0.5%, yellow. We have 14 CTE pathways in place that have concentrator and capstone courses. During the 25-26 school year, 115 students completed a CTE pathway. Every student in the district has their own digital learning device. West Park is a California Distinguished School. 180 students have enrolled in college classes during this school year, including the summer. And we have a Paxton Patterson lab at TMS. Our district's challenge is we're at the red performance level on the last year's dashboard. For math, we're 101.5 points below standard, and we improved by 0.9 points. The district is committed to implementing the LCAP to provide the necessary services to our students. We acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our employees, the support of our parents, and our students who continue to reach for excellence. I also want to thank the LCAP committee. Are there any questions about the LCAP mid-year report? Okay, well, we've got one more. Alma, you want to pull up the... Okay, next is the Immigration Enforcement and Preparedness Checklist. We're just going to talk about the steps that we've taken to be prepared for an immigration enforcement event. We've reviewed the California School Boards Association guidance regarding immigration enforcement response. We've developed a staff training aligned to BP and AR 1445. We've trained the administrators on BP and AR 1445. We've posted these guides online. We've established written family notification procedures and shared that with the school site administration. We've distributed the Attorney General's Know Your Rights Guide. That's both online and I actually sent that out via Parent Square about an hour ago. We've updated the school safety plans, RE Immigration Enforcement. We've trained the transportation department. We've posted the family guides at the school sites. We've now rescinded the BP and AR 514513. We've adopted BP and AR 1445. We've ensured that the policies restrict enforcement access to campuses, students, records, and transportation. We've confirmed that ICE agents are only allowed access if they have a valid judicial warrant. The school site administrators have trained their office staff. There are a few that haven't completed that, but they are completing it. The board is set to approve the updated safety plans. Tomorrow I will upload our board policy and administrative reg 1445 to the CDE portal. I'll verify that the submission was confirmed and I'll retain that. The school site admins will train the faculty at their first staff meeting after like mid-February. We'll maintain training documentation. They send me their sign-in sheets. We'll train new staff at the beginning of the year. We'll include immigration enforcement rights information in the annual parent notifications. And finally, we'll maintain our policy, our CDE confirmation, our training records, and our postings. Are there any questions?
I have one, Dan. I'd like to go back to your comment that you have not received all the training documents from the school sites.
Right.
I'm not uploading to CDE until you have those, so you need those by tomorrow.
Okay.
How many are you still missing out of 6?
About 2.
Okay. I suggest we send out an early email.
Okay. All right, that concludes my presentations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Great job.
So you did it in good time. Approved board minute, calendar dates, 18 months, July 2026 through December 2027. Subject to additional meetings or changes, Mrs. Gaines.
Yes, sir. Just give me 1 second.
It's on page 200.
Page 2, 100, thank you, and I did put that in my notes. Page 200, board members, you can see the new calendar for upcoming board meetings, first and third. I think there's only one that may be on a Tuesday, am I correct, Alma?
June 1st, 2027.
Yeah, because of Brad, so, yeah, if you would approve those dates.
I would motion to approve.
A second.
Okay.
No, Gutierrez.
Oh, Gutierrez.
And second by me. Second.
Any discussion? I do have one comment is that I want to make sure that
Powder puff.
the October Powder Puff Week, actually, it's not Powder Puff Week, it is Homecoming Week. Was that considered?
For this year, yes, for 2026, I didn't get a response for 2027, so I'm just pending on that.
Okay, so we'll wait on that, all right? Any further discussion? Hearing none, do I have a vote?
Aye.
Aye. Any noes? Motion passes. Approved for the 2026-2027 annual school calendar, Ms. Sargis.
So we have our calendar for 26, 27. It's very similar to our calendar that we have this year. Not a lot of wiggle room with, we get Thanksgiving, 3 weeks at Christmas. Really the big difference is where spring break is, and it always is based on where Easter falls. Any questions about the calendar?
It's on 201.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No, I don't have any questions.
Any further discussion? Do I have a motion?
Make it.
Motion.
Second by Edward. Any further discussion? Call for a vote?
Aye.
Aye. And 5 ayes. Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Business operations, third, content review, reading and approval of the 2025-2026 comprehensive school safety plan. Mr. Irvin?
Alright, in front of you guys are updated signature pages for Alt Ed and the high school. Those came in after the board packets were already prepared and sent out. They're not hugely substantive of, part of the plan. Major updates for this year's comprehensive safety plans are for TMS, the addition to information about the opioids. And then for all of the plans, including TMS, the additional appendix regarding immigration. But outside of that, there were no major changes to the plans this year.
I move to approve.
Second.
Okay. Right, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Reading, review, and approval of district-wide comprehensive school safety plan. Mrs. Gaines?
Yes, sir. Before I ask you to approve the district school safety plan, which has also been updated with opioid, it already had the opioid information in there, but it's been updated with all the immigration new documents that need to be in there. I want to bring your attention to an error on page 206, which shows the old, I don't want to call them old, the previous board, Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Vincelet, Sunny, et cetera, et cetera. I want you to know that although you have that printed copy, in the actual district comprehensive school safety plan that is on the website, that has been corrected. It was also corrected on page 203. You can see Mr. Vensela, the new officers are listed correctly on 203. But I missed page 206. So it has now been fixed.
I move to approve.
Okay,
Second.
alright. Right, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes. Approve personnel item with changes, Mrs. Hargis.
I just ask you to approve, our personnel items with our change.
A motion?
Motion.
A second.
Second by Hepburn. Any further discussion? Hearing none? Call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Any noes? Hearing none, motion passes.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
8:28.
8:28. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm not even asking the noes. Okay. Thank you for everybody.
Dan.